Let's talk about the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or as you'll usually hear them called, the SDGs. You can think of them as the world's most ambitious to-do list for building a better future.
So, what are they really? Well, these 17 goals are a promise made by every single member of the United Nations. It's our shared blueprint to wipe out poverty, to protect the planet, and to make sure that by 2030, every person can live in peace and prosperity. It's a huge task for sure.
Today, we're going to zoom in on just the first 6 goals. Think of them as the foundation of a house. They're the absolute essential building blocks for human dignity. Without them, trying to achieve any of the other goals is, well, it's pretty much impossible.
All right, so let's dive right in. First up, we are talking about the most basic, fundamental human right there is, the right to simply survive. And that's covered by the first 2 goals.
So what's so interesting about SDG 1, no poverty, is how we define it. See, it's not just about not having money. It's about being denied access to the basic things we all need for a dignified life. It's a human problem, not just a numbers on a spreadsheet problem. And that leads us right into SDG 2, zero hunger. Because, you can't fight your way out of poverty if you're starving. The scale of this is just staggering. More than 800 million people are hungry every single day. This goal is all about ending that crisis, for good.
Okay, so once survival is on the table, what comes next? Well, the next couple of goals are all about giving people the tools they need to not just live, but to actually thrive. This is how we build on that foundation.
And that's where SDG 3 comes in, good health and well-being. Because think about it, being healthy is the starting line for everything else. You need it to go to school, to hold down a job, to be part of your community. And yet, millions of people still die from diseases that are totally preventable just because they can't get basic care.
So if we can address health, that raises a really big question, right? How do you actually break that cycle of poverty forever? How do you make that change stick? The answer is SDG 4, quality education. This is the ultimate game changer. It's the tool that empowers people with the knowledge and the skills to design their own futures.
And man, is it urgent. According to the UN, right now, there are more than 260 million children who aren't in school. That is an entire generation of potential just slipping away. This goal is about turning that number around. Now, let's talk about 2 goals that are kind of like force multipliers. These are the ideas that don't just fix one thing, they speed up progress on all the other goals at the same time.
The first accelerator is SDG 5, gender equality. Now look, this isn't just a fundamental right, which it is. It's also just plain smart. When you get rid of the barriers holding back women and girls, you unleash the potential of half the world's population, and that lifts up entire communities.
The second accelerator is SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. And the numbers here, they're pretty shocking. 1 out of every 3 people on this planet doesn't have safe drinking water. 2 out of 5 don't even have a basic place to wash their hands. This one thing affects health, education, even gender equality, since it's often women and girls who have to spend their days collecting water. You solve this, and you create this incredible ripple effect of good.
So here's the key takeaway. These 6 goals aren't just a random wish list. No, they are a single, deeply connected foundation for all of our futures. You can actually see the story they tell, right? It's a really clear path. First, you make sure people can survive. No poverty, zero hunger. Then, you give them the tools to thrive, good health, quality education, and finally, you accelerate all that progress with gender equality and clean water. Every step just builds on the one before it. And look, making this happen isn't just a job for governments. It's on all of us. It's one of those things where, like the saying goes, every little action really does count. Every choice we make helps build that better future. So we'll leave you with this thought. These 6 goals, together, give us the foundation for a world that's more fair, more prosperous, and more sustainable. The only question left is, what are we going to choose to build on top of it?